Hey, good morning. Welcome to The Good Stuff, where we look at the Bible and try to live it out in our lives. This morning, we're sharing 1 Corinthians 8:1, where Paul says, knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. The actual verse is a little bit longer. Paul was having a conversation with the Corinthians about food sacrifice to idols. And in this particular topic, there were certain people who claimed to have great knowledge about what exactly God wanted them to do. And Paul's saying, yeah, those of you that know maybe don't know like you think that you know. And he drops this one-liner on them, which I think is so important to them, but I think really important to us too. Knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. The walk of a Christian, the life of a disciple of Jesus, is not so much about knowledge as much as it is about love. Now listen, Paul is not saying that we should not study, that we should not learn, that we should not know. It is very important to know God's word so that we can live it out. But Paul's saying if the only point of learning is to shove it down someone's throat, if the only point of growing in your knowledge of the Bible is to prove how right you are, you're completely missing the point. You're just puffing yourself up. You're just becoming full of hot air and trying to prove yourself through hubris and pride that you're smarter than others. Instead, Paul says, love builds up. That the point of learning God is not to know it all and be inflated like a balloon. Instead, he's saying the point of knowing God is that you can then go and love others, that we know God's word so we can share his love well. This morning, I want to invite you to the good stuff, that by all means, we should pursue the knowledge of God. We should read our Bibles. We should study our Bibles. We should know all those things, but we got to be careful because knowledge just puffs us up. He says, but love builds up. And this morning, I invite you to find somebody to love and to build them up through love by the knowledge of God. Wishing you nothing but the best. Have a super awesome, amazing day. Love y'all. Peace out. Deuces.